I would like to also comment our chairperson, Scott Wiener, and the staff members are working so hard to come to this point. Despite all the hard work, this budget ends in many areas that I have questions. Basically, annual state budget should be balanced. I wonder, basically, our state is a place so many people want to live and work and do businesses here, but because of a lot of regulations and high taxation, as you have seen, so many businesses have packed and left our state. Not only businesses, but the regular people have left a lot of them to other states that they have chosen. They may see it as a more favorable, such as Arizona, Texas, or Tennessee, such areas. So, but even then, there are some good light. We have seen that the population is trending up a little bit. As we see, the state revenue largely all come from taxation, businesses and personal taxes. So basic common sense is that the state has to provide more incentives for businesses to start here and stay in this state. But the trend has, our policy has not been as such to entice those businesses to stay and to continue businesses and then attracting other businesses out of state. So I think we need to really review our policies and the taxation policies, how we can entice those businesses to do their business in our state. And when you project based upon the revenue projections and expenditures based upon current programs, I mean, you gotta do balancing, but continuously trying to spend the money without any limitations. I mean, that is, to me, is causing this such an imbalance. I wonder what exactly amount of the deficit this year you are anticipating. The latest number I heard was $120 billion, and to balance it, the revenue to balance the budget, how many $billion will have to be borrowed from the rainy day funds, and only the $7 billion will be remaining. Whether those numbers are correct, and how this $7 billion next year projections or revenue projections, how much that the remaining balance will be sustaining in the future years, that worries me. And specifically, a couple areas I would like to ask a question is that a while ago I heard internal $1.5 billion cash borrowing internally. I wonder what the difference is, that is to the budgetary borrowing. Internally, from where do you borrow that money from? Okay, and I don't see any. We have seen the wildfire devastating damages and billions of dollars we have seen in Southern California, and largely those fires come from the high energy power lines. So I proposed a bill to do a comprehensive study, how much it'll cost, and what the status of the undergrounding of high power lines have done, and the shielded lines as necessary can be used, and then we can compare the cost. But unfortunately, that my bill died in the committee, and to me, prevention is a wiser way, even though there's what $110 something $100 million have been allocated to hire permanent firefighters budget, but that is fire mitigation, firefighting. But no matter how many people you may hire, firefighters, and against the recurring wildfires, continuously firefighting, and against the high wind, and no firefighters will win that the fire once that the fire erupts. To me, if there's a wiser investment is preventing such a fire causes, and my common sense is that over 90% of the previous wildfires were caused by the power line, down power lines. So how we can prevent that? And the undergrounding is, one of the sensible ways, common sense. For the future, continuous, no matter how much we may try to increase our ability to fight the fire, but the fire is going to erupt every year. It'll come up year after year. But can we find the ways to stop the cost of the fire? If we stop the fire, then we may not need as sophisticated equipment for our firefighters. So in that address, I don't see any improvements or investments in the budget, which really is disturbing to me. One other area that you are in the deficit is that continuous medical expenditures, regardless of the status of the person, legal status. I mean, this is just attracting so many undocumented people to California and get covered. I mean, the humanitarian, the reasons you can say that how can we not cover, but this is an endless fight, whether we should provide continuously regardless of their legal status, and then we come up with the budget deficit. That is currently you are borrowing $1.5 billion, and how much of those the deficit in medical spending has been caused by the expenditures that you provided for undocumented people? I would like to know. So and then also when you saw that the emergency situation that you could not take any new enrollments, but it's not gonna take place until next January 1st. Why can't we begin of July 1st? I mean, if there's an emergency situation, we can take the action right now. And that's the period we are inviting, hey, everybody in the nation, you can come to California and enroll in our medical system, which will be, free for you. And the $100 premium was too high, and cutting that down to the $30, that doesn't make any sense either.